Welcome to Onyx English. I am Onojisi, your teacher. Today we shall continue our discussion on past questions of the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WASC, as conducted by WAEC. Before we go on, dear friends, we want to acknowledge and thank in a special way the exam body itself, that is the West African Examination Council, WAEC. We thank them because we are going to use their past questions for this exercise. We are not claiming any patency to this work. We only need to improve our learning of English going forward. Without much ado, let's delve into the past question. Today we shall attempt to answer question on grammatical functions for the year May-June 2008. That is SSCE May-June 2008. And the question is this: although the child's parents are his earliest and most important models, he is exposed to many other potent influences: siblings, television, school, celebrities, and so on. And of course, in the usual way of WAEC, they will underline from although, as you can see, till important models. Now, what's the question? The question is, what is the grammatical name for this expression as used in the passage? That is grammatical name, you can see it here. That is question I. Now the next question is, what is its function? So we have explained that we are going to use our scientific approach to solve the question. So let's go. Now the first test is to test for our markers. Of course, markers are the elements that will introduce the underlying expression. So the first element here is although. So from our previous videos, we know that although is a marker for adverbial clause of contrast or concession. But let us not go quickly into that. Just know that it's an adverbial marker, although. So that's the first test. We have tested for what? For the marker, and we have seen although. Okay? Test 2. We check if in this underlined expression whether there is a finite verb. Don't forget, a finite verb has two qualities. It is the main verb element of the sentence, which must also show time. Okay? And so we test, we have this. Yes, there is are here. Are is a verb, verb be, of course you know. And this are is in the present tense. So we can say it has passed test 2. We can write 2 here, then 1 here. Okay? Then the last test for adverbial clause, we will now check if these underlying expression, all of them, whether they are pointing to another verb in the other part of the sentence. I want to repeat. We check if from although to models is pointing, is focusing on another verb in the other part of the sentence. Now, from here, from he to the end is the other part of the sentence. So is there any verb here, this part, that this although the child's parents are his earliest and most important models is pointing to? Let's check. So we say, although the child's parents are his earliest and most important models, this child is exposed. Again, he is exposed. Exposed is a verb, which means that all of these are pointing towards exposed. Okay? Although the child's parents are his earliest and most important models, that child is exposed to. So the verb being pointed, of course, at here is what? Exposed. Therefore, dear friends, this underlined expression has met the three criteria we have set out to achieve. So we can conclude therefore that what? The grammatical name for the expression is what? Adverbial clause. Okay? And what is the function? Usually, adverbial clauses modify that verb which they point at. Don't forget, they point to that verb which they point at. So, it modifies the function that it modifies the verb, of course, in inverted comma, exposed. Okay? Very simple. So, grammatical name is what? Adverbial clause. Grammatical function, it modifies the verb exposed. So, dear friends, this is how to solve such question at SSC level and at WAEC level. Going forward, we shall solve the number 7 question. This question is number 6. So we shall go to number 7 question of that same year, 2008. Thank you for joining us. See you in the next video.